stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To those guests who've just joined us, welcome. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. Stay clear of the doors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA.
Welcome aboard the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast. This is your express line to the latest and greatest from Walt Disney World. I'm just trying out a new tagline, guys. I don't know if I like it or not, but we might give it a try. This is Justin Monorail, and this is episode number 266 of the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast. Today's Monday, August the 25th. This is our last episode for the month of August. Guys, the next time you hear us, it's going to be Labor Day, and that's kind of insane, but it also means Halloween Horror Night starts this week. We already have Not So Scary going on, but more importantly, college football. Week 1 officially starts this week. We already had week 0, but that's not really a thing, but all good stuff. But why we're here today is, of course, to talk about the news from Walt Disney World. And we are going to get into some of the headlines, talk about some Muppets and their takeover of Rock and Roller Coaster. We're going to talk a little bit more about Zootopia, Better Zoogether. You know I love the name. You know I love it. And then, of course, we'll get to some food and wine stuff. But I can't get to any of that until I welcome in my monorail co-host. So let's do it now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one, Landon, the Dawes Doan. Landon, welcome back to the monorail.
Hi, everybody, coming in from the Isolation Station Club. It's me, it's the DOZ, Landon the Dawes Doan, and it's a Monday morning. You know what that means. Jay, you may believe that week 0 college football doesn't count, but according to DraftKings, the bet still counts, and your boy is 1 for 1 in this college football season. Thank you, Iowa State.
Oh, okay. Jumped in on the Farmageddon over in Dublin, Ireland.
Ireland, yep. Yep.
See, this is what happens when we don't have Steffers. We take the whole intro just to talk about college football, but it is that time of year. Steffers is traveling right now. She spent the last week in Landon's Chicago. I call it Landon. Landon's like the patron saint of Chicago. He's got a Cubs hat on today. If you're watching the YouTube, you can see it prominently displayed on his head, while I've got a little Jason representation because of the Halloween Horror Nights oncoming. But
very nice hat, Jay. Very nice hat.
Thanks. It was. I'm sure it came from Spirit Halloween. It was a gift from McKenna a few years ago.
Also, quick clarification. I don't know if I can be the patron saint of Chicago. The Pope is literally from Chicago, so I think he outranks me.
Okay. Well, you're right there though, right under the Pope.
It goes Pope, Landon,
Michael
Ditka.
Jordan. Oh,
Michael Jordan, then Ditka. Yeah.
Ditka. The Bears.
And then the bear from the show.
Oh, yeah. He's up there now.
Yes, chef.
I'll tell you what they need to do. All those people in the bear, they need to find a way to relax. They need to find a way to relieve some stress. And one of the ways they could do that would be taking a vacation to the Walt Disney World Resort. And so to get us back on track and on topic, we are going to be doing that today. Again, we've got some headlines to get to, and we're going to talk a little bit as well about the Beak and Barrel. Did I secure a reservation? We'll find out. But first, let's dive into the news. That's right, dreamers. We're back with the headlines from the Walt Disney World Resort. And today we have a few things on tap. But speaking of on tap, before we get to all of those news bits and notes, I wanted to talk about finally the successful launch of Beak and Barrel reservations, delayed by a week because you crazy Disney fans, all you crazy Disney fans overloaded the system and shut down the reservations when they initially tried to launch them. But Disney finally did open up reservations for Beak and Barrel. Landon, what do you think? Do you think I got a reservation for Beak and Barrel?
Did you
Me
get a
personally.
reservation?
Me personally. Do you think I did it?
I'm going to say yes.
No, I failed miserably.
Oh, no. See, when you said I thought maybe you had a little bit of that cocktail Bob magic.
I know. Well, I didn't, but our friend Cocktail Bob did secure not 1, not 2, but 3 reservations.
See, that's why you didn't get any reservations.
How did he do it?
Of them.
He's going opening day.
Keep getting away with this.
It's insane. He got one for August 29th, which is opening day for Beak and Barrel, and then he got a couple more. And luckily, because he is a good friend of mine, I secured an invite. So while I'm going to be out of town for opening weekend, but once I get back, I'll be able to get in there and we can do a review. Did you see there have been a lot of videos posted of people getting like a first peek inside the tavern there? Have you seen any of those videos where we get to see the Rummy, the new parrot that's going to be hosting the show and all that?
I have not. I'm kind of by choice wanting to go in blind, but I know social media being what it is, once it is actually open, and honestly, to your point, I think I might be spoiled even before the 29th, but I would like to go in blind, so the first time I go into the Beak and Barrel, it will truly be a new fresh experience for me. But like I said, with social media being what it is, I'll probably experience it in some way before that.
So a couple things I wanted to say without like really diving into the atmosphere of the place. Disney posted a bunch of very detailed pictures about the different rooms that you'd be able to sit in at the Beak and Barrel. And there are some very nice looking booths, and then there's some tables and like long tables, like banquet tables where you'd be sitting with other parties, I'm sure. But one thing I noticed, no chairs at the bar. So this is going to be very Oga's, where they can cram as many people as they can possibly cram into that bar standing area. And I look forward to probably always being put there, most likely. And I'll never get a booth. That's just never going to happen.
Well, I'm glad you've accepted your fate.
I know, for sure. No, that's not true. One time I got a booth at Oga's, but it's like, I think if you have a big party, there's a chance you could. But otherwise, if you're 1, 2, 3, 4 people, you're standing at Oga's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's typically the case. I wanted to say, because I have watched the videos, I've gotten spoilers, and I felt like I probably should, just so I can know and talk about it a little bit on the show. But I feel like it's going to be a bit of a combo between an Oga's experience and a Trader Sam's experience, because I think it looks like there's a lot more immersion going on in the Beak and Barrel. So something to look forward to. There will be a 45-minute time limit. We talked about that. And most likely, like I said, you'll be sitting with other parties when you go. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a tough reservation for a while. I'll be really interested to see if they ever open it up to where, like Oga's, where you can walk up and potentially, if somebody cancels or doesn't show up, maybe you can sneak in and get a walk-up reservation. But for now, it's all, looking out ahead, they do the rolling 60 days reservations. As soon as we roll into the next day, that the day that opens up is booked. So it's going to be popular for a while. And I'm sure, like you said, it's going to be hard to avoid spoilers, whether it be pictures or videos once people start going in, because everyone's an influencer.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. And I mean, like, opening day is this Friday. If you're listening to this podcast the day it drops, the 29th is this Friday. And I mean, pictures, videos, reviews are going to be out there in the wild. Yeah. So I mean, it's very cute, I guess, that I think I can go spoiler free, but I think that's a fool's idea, in all honesty, because this is the new hotness. This is the new Oga's.
Yeah, it'll be tough to avoid it, but I think as long as you don't lock into a video, like if you see a video's playing, you could just scroll past it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that'll be what you have to do, but. Anyway, good luck to us all, and we'll see how it goes. Once I go, I'll take my recorder that day, and we'll see if we can get some recordings from inside the Beak and Barrel, and I'll share those maybe for those who want to hear them on the show. But
well, now maybe since Cocktail Bob has his 3 reservations, he'll leave some for the rest of us.
Yeah, well, he is a reservation fiend. I don't want to reveal any of his secrets, and I don't think he's doing anything nefarious or below bar to get these reservations. He just has the touch. He has the touch for sure, and I don't. So, oh well. I'll just have to settle for the fact that I can ride his coattails, which is fine with me.
Well, I mean, he is a big man, so big man equals big coattails.
Yeah.
So there you go. But something we don't have to settle for. We knew it was coming. We're not going to have to settle for speculation on what the Muppets are going to do to Rock and Roller Coaster any longer, because Disney has given us some ideas and concept art of what the new iteration of the Rock and Roller Coaster is going to look like once the Muppets take over for Aerosmith. In a statement Disney put out, quote, "The Electric Mayhem are headlining their biggest Hollywood concert ever. Anyone who is anyone in attendance to witness Animal, Dr. Teeth, and the rest of this groove-tastic group rock down the house. There's just one little problem. The band is nowhere to be found." Across town at G-Force Records, we are going to be treated to a VIP tour of the legendary rock and roll recording studio. Is any of this sounding familiar? Things might look a little different around this Hollywood institution, as the label has recently come under new management. That's right, the Muppets. We are happy to say that our colorful crew has landed some new digs with a little help from Scooter's uncle, real estate tycoon and owner of the Muppets Theater, J.P. Gross. He really puts the G in G-Force.
Okay.
Just wait until you see how they've made these hallowed halls their own, creating the perfect place to make sweet, sweet Muppet music together. Now, for fans of the big, really big, hilariously big guitar, you'll be stoked to know that the newest residents of Rock and Roller Coaster are putting their own spin on that ruby red paint job. A vibrant, psychedelic new design will grace the bottom of the guitar, inspired by a classic Muppet car paint job, and the piano motif at the base will feature a golden key as a nod to a certain far-out band leader. Wonder who that's going to be.
Paul Schaefer.
With your yes, Paul Schaefer. That would be a twist. With your VIP passes, you'll be welcomed inside the recording studios where, wouldn't you know it, you'll find the Electric Mayhem are cranking out some seriously rockin' tunes. Along with the finest audio engineers, all penguins, of course, just for steppers, you will see Scooter doing his best to convince the Electric Mayhem to stop jamming and get to their increasingly relentless fans. But will it be in enough time to get the band across town and on stage in time? Once again, is any of this sounding familiar? With the help from our friends at Muppets Lab and a very fast limousine, we'll take a twisting, turning, and screamingly fun road trip across Hollywood to reach the concert in time. The iconic scenery and landmarks of Tinseltown will feature a Muppet twist, end quote.
Do the twist.
Maybe that's the song. I doubt it.
So they say, the last thing they say is, throughout the journey, you'll hear the Electric Mayhem playing some of the most iconic rockin' hits in your ears to keep the music and adrenaline pumping. And they say G-Force Records will release a concert set list soon. So this still leaves the question, are these Muppet songs, or are they songs done by the Muppets?
Right.
And we don't know. The way I'm reading that is that it's going to be Muppet covers of songs. But that's the way I take it, which I think is that's the right move, personally. Because I think you can, like, there's not every Muppet song is going to translate to Rock and Roller Coaster. We've played this game before. We talked we've asked the Monorail fam, what Muppet songs. I think you got, Moving Right Along is like maybe the one of the better options, but like,
I feel like that's the default go-to answer.
Yeah, Rainbow Connection would be a bit of an odd choice, even though I love that song.
I mean, I love that song, but that does not go to a roller coaster that moves at the speed of Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah. So I think you got to go with more higher energy, upbeat tunes. And like I said, my hope, I mean, it says set list. Now, could that mean it's like a medley of songs while you ride, or you're going to get a specific song a la Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, and then there'll be multiple versions of the ride.
That's what I'm thinking. Give it rewritability.
Yeah.
Because I mean, maybe Disney learned that is something that guests really enjoy about Guardians. It's like, oh, I got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I really wanted to get Conga. So we need to write it again so we can get that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unlike, well, I'm assuming unlike Guardians, you're not going to have to get in a boarding group. So you could just hop right back in line for the Muppet version of Rock and Roller Coaster to try and get a different song.
Yeah. I hope that's true. And, I imagine when they relaunch it, they'll probably do, I bet it'll be like a virtual queue initially, because I feel like that's their move for these popular rides they're going to have trouble kind of throttling the crowd so there's not a ridiculous wait, but maybe that won't last too long. Rock and Roller Coaster typically is a popular ride in that park. I don't think adding the Muppets to it after the initial,
newness wears off. Yeah.
It's not really going to change the demand for Rock and Roller Coaster because it's still the same ride, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think that they may launch with a virtual queue. I wanted to talk a little bit about the concept art because we have a look into the pre-show here. So the thing that stands out to me is you've got Scooter, who looks like he's in the room, and the penguins look like they're in the room with the guests who are in the pre-show. So I guess we're going to have Muppet animatronics, which is cool. That's exciting. And then you've got Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem behind the glass, which, that makes sense. They're in the studio. But then you also have Kermit and Piggy on screens on the side that look like they're in booths. So now those are probably just going to be additional screens that are going to be added. But I really like the fact that they're sort of like they're immersing you a little more in the Muppets, having like actual penguins and Scooter standing there in the room with you. I like that. I think that's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see how that works. But we also had previously talked about like the ride experience itself. Right now, you're basically flying through big cardboard cutouts of like just scenes from around Hollywood.
Yeah, you see interstate signs, and it's like, oh look, there's the Hollywood sign. Oh look, there's a palm tree.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's a guardrail. Yeah. Oh look, there's the gift shop. Oh, it's over. All right. Yeah.
So this second to last paragraph, we'd said like, I hope they don't just basically slap Muppet stickers on those things. I think that's probably what's going to happen.
That is yeah. What does it say? Iconic scenery and landmarks of Tinseltown will feature a Muppet twist.
Yeah.
It is. Yep.
I guess in one way that probably saves some time. They don't have to do like some massive rework in the ride, in the actual ride experience area. But I don't know. That's a little bit disappointing. I wanted there to be a little more. Maybe they add some new lighting effects. Maybe there's some special things they can do, but I don't know. We'll see. That does not give me a lot of hope that they're going to do any real serious change to the ride experience itself, other than the music.
Mm-hmm. Or like maybe it goes the Simpsons ride and Animal gets exposed to like radiation and grows giant like Maggie does and tries to eat the track. And you end the ride by like going through Animal's mouth.
Okay, you say that as a joke, but that's really not a bad idea for this kind of a ride. I mean, that'd be
pretty cool. Yeah.
Animal is chaos, so
very much so. Yeah.
And you're on a roller coaster. It feels perfect, actually.
Disney, are you listening? Yeah. There's still time to do the right thing.
I would also like, considering we're the geniuses behind Muppet Labs are designing these super stretch limos, I would like to see a new look to the limos as well.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see if that happens or not. But if it's the same old limos, I'll be like, come on guys, that was a little lazy. Like give them a new paint job or something. Go test track and make them black or something. I don't know. Do something.
Though they'll probably give them a psychedelic look.
That's all right.
Yeah.
If they're tie-dye, that'd be cool.
But Disney, give us Kaiju Animal.
Mm-hmm.
Give the people what they want.
That is definitely what they want. Hey, Landon, speaking of Kaiju Animals, I feel like that's a good transition to our next topic here. Did you know that we're getting a brand new show in Disney's Animal Kingdom taking over for the Bugs Life 3D show in the Tree of Life. I'm sure you all knew that. We've talked about it forever because it has a name that I just love.
You love it so much.
Yeah. This new show is called Zootopia Better Zoogether. Who doesn't love it? It just flows. It feels so natural.
I mean, that's S tier level name right there.
But last week, Disney shared an opening date for the new show. And I don't know if it surprised you, but it did me. Zootopia Better Zoogether is going to open November 7th at Disney's Animal Kingdom. That's pretty soon, it feels like.
Yeah, in the scheme of things, but I mean, they do have a movie coming out at the end of the year. I know it's called Zootopia 2, but guys, let's go ahead and try and make Zootopia a thing.
Zootopia is great. Yeah. Your second great idea of the day, Landon.
but Zootopia drops at the end of November, so I mean, I guess it makes sense for Disney to try and get Zootopia Better Zoogether in the parks ahead of Zootopia.
Zootopia.
We're going to make Zootopia a thing, y'all. Hashtag Zootopia.
Okay, so I just have to say, we're going to read this announcement that Disney released to giving us some details about the show. I got to say, I feel like I don't know. I'm feeling like they're painting themselves into a bit of a corner here that this is going to feel a little dated pretty quickly, but I don't know. Let's see what you all think. All right, so here's what to expect at Zootopia Better Zoogether. When you migrate over to the Tree of Life Theater, you'll find you've arrived just in time to the main stage for the Zoogether Day festivities with familiar furry faces and new friends like Heidi Howler, a slick-talking wolf who hosts the Zoogether Day. I don't want to say Zoogether anymore.
You're going to say it and like it.
This furry friend is going to host the broadcast with excitement, energy, and quite a bit of howling. Ow! Why did they do that?
They wrote this statement to physically hurt you specifically.
I'm in pain. Okay, the celebration of unity amongst the diverse biomes across the city will be recognized with special performances such as ice skating spectaculars from the heart of Tundra Town, synchronized swimming direct from Marsh Market, tiny mouse drone shows soaring over Little Rodentia, and of course, a musical finale by superstar Gazelle. All of which we'll see from the live stream watch party, with talented cast from the films like Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman returning to lend their voices to these beloved characters, and contributions from filmmakers Jared Bush, who helped write the script, and Byron Howard, who directed the animation, all of which was done by the talented artist at Disney Animation, working closely with Walt Disney Imagineering to bring this attraction to life. I'm going to say it one more time. Zootopia Better Zoogether, with an exclamation point, brings us all deeper into the beautiful world of the animal metropolis explored in the original Zootopia, as well as the new feature Zootopia, coming to theaters November 26. Speaking of diving deeper in the world of Zootopia, keep an eye out for more information coming later this fall about special previews for cast members, annual pass holders, and Disney Vacation Club members alike. Now that's something to howl about. Ow! Ow. I chose to do it again. So I like the idea, but this idea of a live streaming watch party seems, I don't know. It seems like it's going to feel like cringy to me. Yes, we're in this age of like everything is video. We can connect virtually everywhere. I mean, we're doing the podcast virtually right now, but like it feels like they're pulling from like actually, you know what it made me think of? It's like Ryan Seacrest hosting New Year's Eve. It's kind of what it feels like to me, right? And then they throw to, and let's go to L.A. where we've got a concert by Three Doors Down. I don't know why three doors down, but yeah, I don't know. It just
catching random strays 3 doors down.
It just feels, I don't know. Tell me what you think.
Very prisoner of the moment.
Kind of. Do you feel that way, or am I reading this wrong?
No, I totally get what you're saying. It feels very trapped in 2025 because everybody, it seems, is part of a streaming culture in some way or another. Either they're hosting their own stream, or they watch somebody stream, or they're at least aware of a streaming personality. Disney is now featuring a show that is based around you're watching a stream. And right now, it in November of 2025 when it debuts, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we totally understand what this is. And it feels like it belongs. But will that necessarily be the same in November of 2030, in November of 2035? Because who knows what type of media we will be partaking in 5-10 years.
It's going to be holograms. Come on. Everything's going to be holograms by that point. Or we'll just step into portals.
Yeah, are we still going to be going to parks? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to. You can just put like headsets on, and you're like you'll be in a full haptic suit by then. You'll put a headset on, and you'll just experience all of it. They'll be able to like make them really hot. So if you're like, I want to be in Walt Disney World in the middle of August, and I want to feel it, then you'll be sweating in your haptic suit, and you'll feel like an ECV run over your heel. Because that's a classic Disney moment. You'll get thrown up on by a baby standing in line for Flight of Passage. You'll get to experience all that in the comfort of your own home. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. I like Zootopia. I also really like the message of like bringing everybody together, like celebrating diversity. I think that's like at the heart of what Zootopia is. And so I think that's all good. I just think that they're maybe going about it in a bit of a cringy way, but I don't know. We'll see. I do like this. So the show will be presented in Carrot Vision. And there's a poster that does it's like a little teaser for Carrot Vision. And it shows sight, sound, smell, and touch. And the little touch image is Judy Hopps holding out her hand, and there's like a drip of water. So you're going to get sprayed by water in the show. And you're going to smell, I don't know if you're going to be smelling carrots. I don't know what you're going to be smelling, but you'll definitely get some smells in this show. Heidi Howler. Do we know who's voicing Heidi Howler?
Off the top of my head, I do not know. We could do a quick gaggle search.
Yeah. Who's voicing?
Well, while you do that, I just want to say, like Carrot Vision is fine. Like getting drops of water is fine. Just don't bring back those GD Black Widows. Like leave that with the Bug's Life. Like that can stay in the past.
Okay. As of August 2025, the voice actress for Heidi Howler has not yet been announced. We just know it's a slick talking wolf who will host it's going to be Awkwafina. Let's be honest. It'll be Awkwafina.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. I like Awkwafina.
Yeah, she's a good voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah, Carrot Vision. That I like. I enjoy Carrot Vision. Okay, well, I mean, I'm excited to see the show, and I know it'll be fun. And I'm not trying to be negative about it right now. I think the framing of the show is what I'm calling into question. This is so fat. Okay, so you were talking about the tarantulas or the Black Widows falling from the ceiling of the Bug's Life show. This one, since they have the shrew angels in little Rodentia, I'm wondering if they're going to replace those spiders with little drones that'll come down over your head during that part. They won't really be drones, but they'll be like on strings, because they would not flying drones around the auditorium seems like a risk for a lawsuit because one will fall and hit grandma right on the head.
Yeah, we had to close the Zootopia show because the family from Colorado suffered a brain damage from a drone.
But they could have those dropping down over you. But are we going to have what will the in theater kind of 4D stuff be because what's going to replace Hopper? Are we going to get is Heidi Howler going to be up on stage as a really cool looking animatronic, or anything else in the theater? Because I think that's one of the fun things about these shows. Disney finds fun ways to make the show really interactive, and things do happen in the theater. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm a fan of Zootopia. I'm looking forward to Zootopia, and I do want to see this new show coming to Animal Kingdom because I think it's going to be cool.
I think it will be, yeah. And I guess a little more relevant than Bug's Life, which I guess we're not ever going to revisit at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like if Disney was going to do a sequel to A Bug's Life, they would have done a sequel to A Bug's Life, because it seems every other IP that Disney has gotten a sequel, and Bug's Life has sat on the shelf collecting dust.
It's crazy. It's like one of the original, wasn't it? Maybe like the third. I'm going to say it was like the third or fourth Pixar movie. It was like really early on.
Was it after Toy Story?
Yeah, it was after Toy Story.
Toy Story 2, Bug's Life? Did it go in that order?
Bug's Life came out November 14th of 1998, which is insane. Let's see.
And it's weird. That and Ants came out like right around each other.
Yeah.
So that was at the height of Pixar versus DreamWorks.
Yep. Toy Story came out in 95. It was the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, Bug's Life came out in 98, and then Toy Story 2 in 99.
Okay, so yeah, I again, if they were going to start milking A Bug's Life, they would have gotten at that teat a long time ago. There had to be a better way for me to phrase that. Sorry. That had to be insulting to Bug's Life a little bit, because Toy Story, you got Bug's Life, and then Toy Story 2, then Monsters, Inc., and Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Cars. All of those got sequels. Yeah, every single one of those. Though, to be fair, it took Incredibles a dang long time to get a sequel.
It did, yeah.
So, hey, maybe there is hope for A Bug's Life. No, there's no hope for A Bug's Life. Sorry, Flick.
Let's squash that idea right now. Yeah, Flick.
Oh, I see what you did there.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be a Monday Morning Monorail show unless we talked about food. And Landon, last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, Disney released the Epcot Food and Wine Festival menu. Steffers and I put off talking about it because we wanted to all be together, but Steffers decided to go to Chicago and not be part of the show this week. So,
which I thought was very nice of Steffers. She's like, hey, let's wait until we're all together so we can go through it, and then you're going to not honor her request.
Maybe she just didn't want to talk about food anymore. She's sick of it. She's like, I'm done with this. I'm getting out of here.
She's done with food.
She's not eating ever again. Well, the list is long. It's exhaustive. This year, there are more than 125 food items and 100 beverages across 30 food booths. So I don't think there's any reason for us to go booth by booth. That would be an epic.
No, we are going to go painstakingly by booth and describe to you every food item that every booth has. This is going to be the longest episode ever.
Maybe we'll do that behind the paywall, and we'll also eat while we're recording.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. ASMR show that you've always wanted from the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast.
Just people have been clamoring for
mouth noises. Landon will be dressed. Landon will be dressed like the sexy Quaker Oats man. We're doing it. We're doing all of it.
Fan service episode right there.
But no, I think instead of doing that, maybe what we do is we've got the list in front of us. We can go through and talk about some of the new things that jump out to us. And
by the way, for those of you watching on the video, I'm having to, and it looks like I'm looking down. I am looking down. I had to pull it up on my phone because having it pulled up on my computer nearly crashed my computer. So just FYI, I'm not scrolling on Blue Sky or anything like that while we're recording.
Landon's looking for Beak and Barrel TikTok videos right now as we speak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's like, I can't take it anymore.
I'm going to spoil it for myself. Look at that fun bird.
It's a cool looking bird. Yeah. Okay, so I do want to start with this, and this is just because we've talked about the Muppets today. We got to be true to the Muppets. They are bringing back the Muppets Lab food booth in the Odyssey, and they are still going to have the what do they call them? They're unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty. Carolina Reaper
pepper curry wings.
Yeah, they're bringing them back. Last year I complained because they were a little too dry. The first year they had them, they were very saucy. Last year they were a little dry, still very hot, but less enjoyable. They were mostly hot last year, so I'm hoping that they balance that out a little bit this year. But I wanted to mention it because they're going to have Korean barbecue wings. And
yeah, that's a new addition.
That's new, and that's really exciting. I I love it when they do the overlays for the Odyssey, and of course I love it when the Muppets take over anything. But one of the fun things about Muppet Labs too is you can usually get a good like beer flight, and it'll be like rainbow colored. So I hope they do that again this year. It looks like they are going to have some pretty cool beer options. So,
and generally, whenever you buy the unnecessarily spicy and extremely tasty Carolina Reaper pepper curry wings, or the returning pickle milkshake, you get fun stickers like for the Brew Wing Lab or stuff like that. Yep, Jay is showing it on the video, just off camera on my external hard drive. I have my stickers from when me and Smoking Hot Fiance went down, and Jay's showing his as well for the pickle milkshake stickers. So that is a fun thing to remember. And also returning, I do want to give a shout out to the garlic Parmesan wings. You don't get a fun sticker or anything; those are just good.
Yeah,
those are just good. That's making a return to the Brew Wing Lab in the Odyssey.
If you're not a person who likes pain with your pleasure, like me, I like pain with my pleasure.
Yeah, I don't. So I just go with the garlic parm wings. Those are good. A little messy, so be sure and get some extra napkins or wet wipes. Wet wipes.
Wet wap. I like wet wap.
Right? Who don't?
Oh, we go in another direction with that. I'm going to move on.
We should. Yeah. See, this is what happens when Steffers isn't here.
Listen, Steffers always talks about how you should not get seafood from the food booths at Epcot. I always do it. I roll the dice on it. This year, if you want to try something new, you can go to the Coastal Eats booth at World Discovery, and you can try the Peruvian ceviche. $7.50. It's got mahi, shrimp, sweet potato, chulpe, choclo, and leche de tigre. It sounds great. And I think this is the picture. It looks really, really good. Yeah. I roll it. I live dangerously, folks. I do order seafood from food booths that have been out in the sun all day. And I've survived so far. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
It's worked out for you before, and food and wine festivals past, me and Lynn's have gotten. There's some iteration of lobster, and I mean, it wasn't super awesome, but it wasn't awful. So
it's not great. It's not going to be a good version of lobster, but it's lobster.
It was fine. Yeah, it was. It was fine. Ringing endorsement from the monorails. It's fine. It's fine. But to Jay's point, it didn't kill me. So. Yeah, there's that. Ooh, okay, all right. This is Gozas of the Galaxy.
Gyozas.
There it is. Yeah, this is opening September 28th, so later this week. Or no, it's still August, dummy. Sorry. So this is going to be opening here in about a month. I'm assuming near the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, just based on the name. Buffalo-style dumplings.
Yeah.
Check that out. Chicken dumpling with buffalo sauce, celery root puree, blue cheese cream, crumbled blue cheese, shaved carrots, and micro celery. Set me up with that. That sounds good. Oh, your boy loves some street corn style dumplings too.
Oh my God, Landon! The one that you skipped is the one that I almost fell out of my chair. French onion soup style dumplings. Listen, if you've never had a soup dumpling, your life is not complete. They're amazing. I love soup dumplings. There's great places you can get them. They're popping up everywhere. It's sweeping the nation. But I love French onion soup. Oh my God, Landon, have you ever had a soup dumpling?
I have not. But also, I don't like French onion soup. So I don't know. I don't know if this is where I'm going to start.
Set that aside for a moment. I'm just talking about the idea of a soup dumpling. So essentially what you're getting, it's exactly what it is. The description tells you what it is, but it's a little dumpling. It looks like a little purse. And you'll pick it up like in a spoon and you bite the corner of it and suck the soup out. Now, let me tell you about ASMR. This would be a good ASMR. They cook it with soup in the dumpling, literally soup and meat inside the dumpling. And it usually comes in like a little steamer basket. So you pull it out, you suck the soup out, you get it all over yourself, and then you eat the dumpling. They're so good. Joe's Shanghai in New York City was the first place I ever had a soup dumpling. And now we've got a couple places here in Orlando that do soup dumplings. Not quite as good as Joe's, but still pretty good. There's an over near property. If you want to try them, there's a place called the Kung Fu Kitchen. And it's really, really good. Also, that place is stressful because they expect you to know your order, get in, get out. Like, it's not a place to go and veg. Like, they're trying to turn tables, but it's really good. It's really good. Anyways,
that does sound good. That does sound good. But again, I don't know if I'm starting with the French onion soup dumpling.
I'll do it on your behalf.
Okay. All right. Take one for the team there, bud.
Oh, I think, I don't know. That has really derailed me. Wait a minute. They're going to have a pineapple colada, white rum, Dole pineapple juice, and sweetened coconut milk. That sounds good, too. I'm not going to leave this booth.
Seriously, I like what this place is cranking out, and that is going to be located near Creation Shop. Again, available starting September 28th.
Man, looking forward to that one.
No kidding. That place is killer.
The fry basket's returning, which is great. I love the fry flight. You got to do the fry flight. Let's see what we got. We got flavors from Fire. Oh, they're going to have a Rodizio style grilled beef skewer. $7. I feel like the prices, they're not crazy. They're still pretty like in line with where they were last year. Marble potatoes, charred shallots, roasted baby peppers, and chimichurri. Sounds like a good addition. And that is, of course, near Creation Shop as well. Flavors from Fire is usually, it's set up like just in front of the bathrooms that are near Test Track. If you can picture it, there's like a little kids playground. There's a playground there.
I know where you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's good stuff. Man, I should have eaten before this.
Seriously, yeah. Like I chose poorly. Anytime we talk about a foodie menu, I always walk away hungry. I'm jumping a little ahead in the World Showcase. The Australia menu. Grilled bushberry spiced shrimp skewer, roasted lamb chop. Those are returning. And then a new, maybe a sweet option is going to be a mixed berry pavlova, crunchy meringue shell, berries, and whipped cream. Looks good. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd try that for sure.
I'd try everything at the Australian menu.
Well, another hit is always the Mexico booth. This year, they're adding a tostada de carnitas, braised pork atop a fried corn tortilla with chipotle black beans, salsa ranchera, crema mexicana, and queso fresco. I feel I'd have to check my notes. And actually, I have a food and wine menu from last year over here, and maybe I'll check it. I think they had a tostada last year, so maybe this is just...
They did have a tostada of some sort.
Yeah. And it's always good. I will tell you, this is one of those booths that always has a long line. Like,
yes, rightfully so.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. It's two reasons. One is it's good, but also people trust Mexican food because it's familiar to them. So they're like, oh, I've had Mexican food. I know I like Mexican food. And even though I don't think that a lot of food booths at Food and Wine are super like exotic or have like strange food, some of them have things that maybe you don't want to try. Like Landon doesn't want a French onion soup dumpling. But like, I think that most of it is pretty palatable for the general public, but people are picky eaters. There are picky eaters out there who like their chicky nuggies and their burgers and grilled cheese. So
he's talking about me.
Well, it's not just you. I mean, there's a large portion of people out there who do that. And so anyway, I feel like Mexico always feels safe for people. So, but yeah, I want to try that tostada. Landon, while you're teeing up your next one, I'm going to grab my food and wine menu from last year and check it.
Okay. While you're grabbing that, let's head to the China menu. They got a new option, some Beijing noodles, stir-fried minced beef, cucumber, chili, and carrots in savory sauce. So that sounds good. Then I also got chicken dumplings and a smoked duck bao bun. That sounds good. Yeah, right.
Oh, hook it up.
Yeah, and it looks good. Good stuff there. Gonna look for some new options as well. We are heading over to Refreshment Outpost, a Burberry spiced. Wait, that I probably
Burberry.
Yeah, it's like that's a place where you like. Isn't that a design?
Yeah, it's a designer.
Yeah. See, I know stuff, just not how to pronounce things. Let's see.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I don't know how you'd say that. It looks like Burberry spiced beef stew. I'm not.
Well, we're moving on. Let's head over to the Germany pavilion. Of course, you're going to have your bratwurst on a pretzel roll, apple strudel. But if you're a fan of adult beverages, a Schofferhofer berry lime Hefeweizen. Okay, all right. That would be light and crisp. That sounds good. Let's see, what else new do we have?
I've got it.
Okay,
we had a tostada. Okay, so last year it was the tostada de camarones, which was shrimp atop a fried tortilla with guacamole, cabbage, and I remember I got it and it was great. So,
well, the food from the Mexico spot is always good, and another reason, I mean, we mentioned it always has a line. It's good. People, to your point, trust Mexican food. It's always it's one of the first booths you see as you start the World Showcase.
That's true.
I mean, people, it's like, hey, I'm hungry. Let's just get in line.
Well, that's for those who start in Mexico.
Yes, for those who start in Mexico. We're not getting into that debate. Flavors of America does have a couple new options. A Gulf Coast style seafood roll. Okay. All right. A warm water lobster, rock shrimp, lobster bisque, and a sherry cream frige on a toasted brioche bun. That is going to be the Gulf Coast style seafood roll. And then the New England slider, slow braised beef pot roast with spicy, some sort of sauce, a, horseradish cream, and a crispy fried onion on a potato roll. There you go.
Nice. Okay, Spain's got a couple new items that look really, really good. So they have a trio de pinchos. I have no idea how you actually say that, so forgive me. But you get a ham croquette, which is a jamon croqueta, pan con tomate. This is like it's like stuff you would get at a tapas restaurant, and a tortilla español. And I'm looking at the picture of it, and yes to all three. Thank you very much. But also, I love paella, and they're going to have paella caldoso, which is rock shrimp, bay scallops, and smoked mussels. Yes to that as well. Yeah. Again, seafood. Hook it up. Landon, what's the over-under on people hating on the Italy booth this year? Because I feel like it's all three new items, because last year it was a dud.
Ooh, I am trying to find the Italy menu. Give me 1 second. While I'm trying to find it, I just want to give a shout out to the Brazil booth. It's not new. They just have the Brazilian cheese bread.
Yeah.
And your boy loves some Brazilian cheese bread.
Okay, so I'll tee it up for us. We got the Italy menu, 3 new items. Okay, Bacchetti Kisses di Pizza, traditional Napoli street food. It's pizza dough, pepperoni, mozzarella, and tomato sauce.
So it's pepperoni pizza.
It's but if you look at it, it looks it's like
presented differently.
Yeah, it almost looks like a cinnamon roll shape. The form factor of a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I would get down on that.
See, now how can you mess that up? I'm asking you, Italy.
Let's find out.
Okay, because that seems like that should be a home run. And then we have tortellini alla vodka. Again, that is straight down the middle. Sounds great. And then just 2 savory items, and then they have a chocolate spuma, which is chocolate mousse, caramel sauce, espresso, whipped cream, and puffed rice.
I would get all 3 of those.
All 3 of them sound good. So now we anxiously wait to see how they epically fail at presenting them, because I feel like last year the items sounded good too, but they didn't nail it.
But I mean, yeah, that Kisses de Pizza. I mean, like, once again, pizza dough, pepperoni, mozzarella, tomato sauce. That is straight up pepperoni pizza, but the presentation, to Jay's point, it looks like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Yeah, so last year...
your boy would eat one.
Last year, the big risks they took were the Italian-style nachos, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
People hated them. They looked not good, and then people didn't like them. So
yeah, they tried.
Yeah.
They tried.
You got to give them that.
So I guess I really can't blame them for playing it safe this year. It's like, everybody likes pepperoni pizza, so let's give these ding-dongs pepperoni pizza. We're just going to make it fancy.
The thought of, I know it probably won't be this consistency, but I just started thinking about having like a pepperoni pizza croissant, and I'm kind of intrigued by that idea.
Ooh. Again, your boy would get down on that.
Yeah. I know that's kind of mixing countries there, but sounds good to me. We're all about coming together. You know what? Okay.
If Zootopia taught us anything.
Here's my $1 million idea, Disney. If you want to spice up food and wine, you need fusion booths. Like,
okay,
2 countries come together and make new entree items that take inspiration from both countries. Why don't we have that? That sounds good to me. Like, especially you could do it between the booths. So like you've got, you're walking between Japan and the United States. Well, why is there not like some kind of a sushi fusion booth right there between the two? I don't know. Ooh. This is just an idea. Take it or leave it. You're not going to take it, but I think it's a good idea.
You hear that, Disney? We're a good idea machine factory.
Yeah.
Good idea. You know what we're trying to say. That wasn't a good idea, but everything else we said up until that point is a good idea.
Hey, speaking of Japan, this is interesting to me because I feel like Japan always gets good reviews, but they've got 2 new savory items. They've got a beef Wagyu Don, which is a traditional rice bowl with American Wagyu beef over steamed white rice with homemade pickles, shredded togarashi pepper, and pickled ginger. Yep. Sounds good. Mm-hmm. But again, maybe this is for like people who have like a less adventurous palate, because that seems pretty down the middle. And then we have Osakana Karaji. How do you? I never know how you say that word.
I'm not even attempting. I'm a simple hillbilly from East Tennessee, Jay.
It's always on the, like, you get small plates from a Japanese restaurant and they have chicken karaji or karaj. I don't know how you say it. Crispy fried pollock with spicy mayonnaise and sweet and creamy yuzu sauce. I can't wait for people in the comments of this episode to tell me how bad I'm butchering that word.
I got the next one. Teriyaki chicken bun. Nailed it.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm just going to jump down here, see what else we got. Morocco's got a Moroccan wrap that sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new item.
Looking through the rest of it, it's a lot of returning favorites from years past.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, Disney knows what works.
Is this France? This is France. Okay, what do they have that's new? Actually, it's a whole new menu for France. See, that's another one. Last year, the France booth, they had to actually like wind the queue around the booth because there were like so many people lined up to get whatever was the big hit. I can't even remember what it was last year, but see, I'm not even going to pronounce any of these things. You can get snails. They have escargot, which
escargot.
I'm pretty sure they had that last year. Escargot. They've got brioche. Epic Universe. What? No.
They can sell that there? Also, it's edible?
Okay, so last year it was brioche au escargot. So it was snails and bread and garlic and parsley cream, which I tried and it was fine. And then they've got the beef bourguignon, puree de pommes de terre. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I said it anyway. They had it last year. Braised short rib and Cabernet with roasted potatoes. And this year, it's a potato puree. So I
would try that, yeah.
Just the difference there. So they just kind of tweaked the things that they had last year. It looks.
But they listed them as new.
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, France.
Yeah, France. I would mess with that creme brulee they have. Vanilla creme brulee with blueberry lime compote.
I love creme brulee.
Oh, so do I. It's so good.
That's one of my favorite desserts.
Mm-hmm.
You get to crack the top of that thing. Oh,
that's so satisfying. And then even better, you get to put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Please don't isolate me saying that.
I feel like that's the tagline of the Sexy Quaker Oats Man. Am I wrong?
There it is. Yeah. Once again, got to give the people what they want.
You get to put it in your mouth as you're holding up the Quaker Oats. Okay. So here's my last one because this sounds pretty good to me. God, my website almost crashes every time.
See?
At Bramblewood Bites, they have cast iron seared river trout with vanilla butternut squash puree, Brussels sprout salad, candy pecan, spiced pumpkin seeds, dried cranberries, and maple dressing. That sounds good. I would try it.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you don't want the meat, you can go with just the cast iron roasted Brussels sprouts and root vegetables, which, by the way, I would probably do because I love roasted Brussels sprouts. Love them. I make them at home. My Brussels sprouts are delicious, no matter what Casey says about them.
I'm not a Brussels sprouts fan, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I know a certain somebody who I may or may not be engaged to who it gives really bad poots to. But I'm not going to say who.
Okay. I guess those are kind of fart inducing, but man.
Oh, it's real bad.
So, okay, let me tell you my history with Brussels sprouts. When I was growing up, I feel like the only Brussels sprouts I ever really had were the kind that would be, you get them in like the freezer section. They had like the butter sauce and they were like soggy, and that's disgusting. Like that to me is gross. And it almost put me off of Brussels sprouts forever. And then like, as I become an adult, I start to go to fancy restaurants, and one of the things you frequently find are roasted Brussels sprouts, like blackened Brussels sprouts. So I was like, yeah, I'll try them. I love them. It's like a whole different thing, and it's so good for me that it puts it on like another tier. So I started making them at home. They're super easy to make too. You can make really, I think, and I want mine to be like crusty and a little burnt, which is what Casey doesn't like. That's why she doesn't want them. But I like them crusty and burnt. And
crusty and burnt was actually on your dating profile before you met Casey.
I mean, fair enough.
Boom, got him.
Yeah. It's true. It's all true.
Well, I've tried those type of Brussels sprouts. Just not a fan, but to each their own. Which I mean, that's kind of the point of the Food and Wine Foodie Guide. I mean, like no matter what you like, what no matter what your palate preference is, there's something there for you, and it's going to be good. Yep. Well, unless it's in the Italy Pavilion, maybe then it won't be good. They're trying.
They're hitting the reset again this year.
Like we are going to give you grown-up bagel bites. Will this please you?
My goodness, sounds good. I want to do it.
Yeah, I would try it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, dreamers, let us know what foods you're looking forward to at the Food and Wine Festival this year. We'll get Steffers to weigh in whenever she's back. That'll be a couple weeks because she's out next week. But we'll see. We'll see what she has to say whenever she returns to the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. But I wanted to ask another question. I feel like, we always love to have a question of the week here on the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. We love you all to interact with us and sound off. And then, we love sharing those responses on the show. So why not have a question of the week this week? And I want to make it about the Muppets. Now, in the past, we've asked you, like, before we ever knew the Muppets were going to take over Rock and Roller Coaster, we asked, like, what band would you replace Aerosmith with? And then we transitioned recently after we found out the Muppets were, the Rock and Roller Coaster under new management. We asked, like, what Muppets song or a Muppets version of a song would you want to hear on the ride? Well, now that we have a little bit more detail about what the pre-show and some of the ride experience is going to be like, my question for you is, what Muppet gag would you like to see, like, incorporated into this ride? One of the things we haven't really talked about is Statler and Waldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm not going to take anybody's answer, but like, Rizzo the Rat, we haven't seen Bean Bunny. Like, would you love to see some kind of a nod to Muppet Vision 3D incorporated into this ride somehow? Or what Muppet gag as part of the pre-show, part of the queue, or part of the ride would you want to see? That is my question for the Monorail fam this week. We're going to give you some time to think about it. We're not going to share it next week because next week we'll have to figure out what we're doing with the show.
It's Labor Day weekend.
It's Labor Day weekend. Yeah. But we'll share it 2 weeks from now. So you'll have a little bit of time to respond. And once we're all back together, we'll share your thoughts. And also we'll share ours as well. So be thinking about that. But until then, I'm just looking forward to what this is. I'm going in very positively hoping that they're going to do the Muppets right with this ride.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a fun experience. But Landon, I think that'll do it for the podcast today. I feel good about it. You feel good about this one?
I do, in fact, feel good about it, Jay.
Good.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Good job by you.
All right. Well, why don't we tell people where they can find you now that you're back in Knoxville, back on the radio? Tell people where they can interact with Landon the Dawsdone on a day-to-day basis.
You can listen to me Monday through Friday at my day job. I appear on the Phil Show, News Talk 98.7 WOKI radio station locally here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We also stream on the internet 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at newstalk987.com. Also available in the iHeartRadio app and the Newstalk 987 app as well. But if you want to get at me on social media, that is THEDOZ, Landon on Blue Ski, Landon Doan. I'm the best, Landon Doan, not the rest. That's my fun little slice of social media on the internet. That's me on Blue Sky. The world's kind of terrible right now, but I try to make it a little bit less terrible. I talk about fun stuff like wrestling and movies and video games and comic books and share fun stuff. Oh, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza here recently. That game is dope. That is so much fun. Like if you have the means to get a Switch 2, get Donkey Kong Bonanza. Though I kind of feel like if you have a Switch 2, you kind of by default got Donkey Kong Bonanza because there's really like 2 games out for the Switch 2, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is one of those 2 games. But like Donkey Kong Bonanza is awesome. It is so much fun, and I am having a blast playing that game. But yeah, that's me on social. And breathe. Have a little bit of fun. If you could do both of those things, that would mean the world to me. And we'll talk to you whenever we do another podcast episode, because I don't know what we're doing next week. For being completely honest.
So I know I said Steffers wasn't here with us this week, but she sent me a Snapchat, and I know this is not for public consumption, but she's going to love the fact that I'm sharing it here on the video. This is Steffers. I think she must have been on a plane, and it's a close-up of her face. You guys got to check the video out if you want to see Steffers this week. Here she is.
I mean, you need to check out the video now that we're putting it back up, but you need to doubly check out the end of the video to see the picture that Jay just threw up of Steffers.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the kind of stuff you miss out. Listen, you think I ignore the fact that somebody said once they get the plugs, I stop listening to the show? No. I heard it. I know it. I'm aware y'all do that. And let me just tell you, you're going to miss out on fun stuff if you do that. So, kiss my grits.
And also, if you don't check out the video, you're going to miss out on Papa Monorail bringing the guns out.
Boom.
Yeah, look at that.
Sleeveless.
Oh, wow.
Because this is how we do it in September and October of Florida, Central Florida. We don't need sleeves.
Yeah.
Actually,
he's bringing sexy back, y'all.
The main reason I did it today, and I'll stand up, because I wanted to share my Burning Blade Tavern tank top that I got at Epic Universe. It's really good. Take a look. It's very good. Burning Blade. Oh, I'm disappearing.
It's a good looking shirt. So with your
a pin to go with it.
Wow. You do realize we're recording a Disney podcast?
That's okay. Guys, listen.
With your Epic Universe tank top and pin and Halloween Horror Night adjacent hat.
Jason hat.
Oh my God. I hate you.
Speaking of that, like if you dropped off before the plugs, here's something else you're going to miss. Harry Potter, Battle at the Ministry, and Minecart Madness have been added to Express at Epic Universe. Finally. I mean,
okay.
That should have been a day one thing, but they're part of it now. So just FYI, whenever Epic Universe gets added to the Universal AP, because it hasn't been added yet, if you've got the Premiere, you get access to Express after 4 p.m. Let me tell you the value you're going to get at Epic Universe. That is insane. You're going to get to ride some great rides.
Yeah. Me and Smoking Hot Fiance are putting together a trip to Epic next year for us and her daughter. So looking forward to that.
I highly recommend, even though it is cost prohibitive, that if you're going to go to Epic right now, especially in like the busy months, you got to do Express if you can. If you have the means, you got to do Express, because some of those lines are just ridiculous, and it's a hot park and you're going to be tired. Express can be well worth it if you can afford to do so. If not, you just got to plan around. You know, maybe if you're staying on property, you get early entry and that helps. But yeah, I highly recommend it if you can do it. I realize not everybody can.
Yeah, I mean, it does cost, but this isn't Epic, but I remember on trips that I went down and got Express for Universal and Islands, and it was such a game changer. It is expensive. Sometimes it's as much as a pass to the park itself, but I mean, my God, it's such a game changer.
For real. Yeah. And then you know for sure you're going to get to do the stuff you want to do. You're buying peace of mind is what you're doing. and trading
That's
time for money, basically.
And we've said it before on this podcast. The most valuable form of currency you have in the parks is time.
Yeah,
that's not to downplay actual currency that you can spend outside of the parks. Real currency is still currency. ... But oh, and also if you're showing off your shirt, I want to show off my shirt.
Do it.
It's Ozzy Osbourne Diary of the Madman tour shirt from like 1983 or something like that.
That's sick.
Well, it's a recreation. It's not actually from 83, but yeah. It's like when he was on the road in Iowa, I think.
So it's the difference
Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah.
It's the difference between retro and vintage, right? Because retro is like a recreation of something old. Vintage is actually the old thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the real McCoy.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's a good looking shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And we're good looking guys, and I encourage you to check out the YouTube so you can see all this fun stuff we're doing here at the end. But, if you don't want to do that, these are the other things you need to do. You need to join us on our socials. We've got a Facebook group, the Monday Morning Monorail fam. We're on Blue Sky at Morning Monorail. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. Find us everywhere. I personally am Justin_Monorail on all the places. And I love hanging out with you guys. I love interacting with you throughout the week. Discord is a fun place to hang out as well. If you want to join that, we've got a link in our Facebook, but you can also send us an email or send us a message through one of those outlets, and we can send you a link to the Discord if you want to join the Monorail fam and chat with us all week long. We love doing that too.
Mm-hmm. Come jump in the Monorail fam Facebook and Discord, and we will discuss the Cracker Barrel logo.
Oh, that reminds me. I really wanted to do a joke at the top saying we were going to unveil a new logo next week. Oh, I forgot.
Actually, no, we will not be discussing that.
I want to unveil our new modern minimalist logo for the Monday Morning Monorail next week.
Yeah, so be sure and tune in for that.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, it's going to look exactly like the Cracker Barrel logo. God, people are so mad about that. It doesn't matter.
Just be an adult and go eat at Waffle House. Come on.
Exactly. Oh,
because if you go to Waffle House, there's like a 30% chance you're going to have ringside seats to a SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The atmosphere is part of it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Waffle House should definitely be taking advantage of this. Anyway, we're off. Yeah. We're off schedule here. All right. We love you all so much. Thanks for joining us again this week on the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast. Don't forget, we're going to post our question of the week, and you can get involved in that. You'll have to do it on the Facebook or in the Discord or on our Blue Sky, one of those places. And we can't wait to hang out with you again. Until then, thank a team member, thank a cast member, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
The Monday Morning Monorail Podcast is part of the Diz Mornings Network. Visit DizMornings.com for Walt Disney World news, rumors, trip planning advice, and our blog. You can also visit our merch shop and look good when you're traveling to the parks. Don't forget, if you're looking to book a vacation, you can fill out a form on the DizMornings.com website, and Nate or Steffers will reach out and help you get a great deal and take the stress away from booking your next trip to Walt Disney World, Universal, or beyond. Again, visit DizMornings.com for all your Monday Morning Monorail and Diz Mornings needs.